Hey everybody, this is a quick live stream update. Earlier today, we put out over at our new website, newest one, zinniareport.com, this news, simply that City of Tracy Attorney Bijal and Patel loses job in bar association scandal. And what happened, pure and simple, is that if you went to the Bar Association, State Bar of California Association website for City Attorney Patel Tracy, the head city attorney, what we found was a page that had in a big block that she was barred from practicing. She didn't have a license. And that was put out first by Zenny62.com. Now, a funny thing happened on the way to the restaurant, as they say. The funny thing is that I actually had the presence of mind to go back and look at the bar page again. And what I discovered was pure and simple that someone had updated the page. Someone with the Bar Association, someone who was tipped off to the news that was put out by Zenny62 Media's platforms that, hey, she doesn't have a license, okay? She cannot practice because that's what it said. So what the Bar Association did, as it is wont and proper to do, is they updated it to show the latest story, if you will. I think that's the best way to put it, the latest story. And the way it reads is interesting, notably, but nonetheless a corrective. And I'm not going to allow that one. That's not the one. Nonetheless, a corrective. And basically, it is this, that it has her, I'm going to show it to you in a second, it has her as having been without a license to practice law and declared such in the month of July, starting the 1st of July. All right, starting the 1st of July was declared that. And this is what that page looks like. Excuse me, that's functions of the city attorney. Let's do this. Let's take that and then go here. Regarding functions of the city attorney's office, place that in there, change it like so. Now, as I was saying, this is what the page looks like today, now, right now. And I'm going to enlarge it so you can get a better view of it. It is different than when I saw it, dramatically different. And so it's only fair to update it. And I felt it was best to get this out as soon as possible. I made a couple of calls to check, but the one thing that I learned a long time ago is you always go with what the city charter says. Again, you always go with what the city charter says. And I repeat, you always go with what the city charter says. Okay? Well, this shows she's active. Whereas this morning, this read inactive. Okay? Inactive. So you had the city attorney of Tracy in a situation where she had an inactive license to practice. Okay. Now, it means that if you are the city attorney of Tracy, you're in a rather interesting spot because you shouldn't have gotten that job. But it doesn't mean you're automatically fired. No. And there is one reason why that's the case. And it's right there in the city charter. So, like I said before, it is always important to look at what the city charter says. It is always important to look at what a city charter says. Always. And what we found in this instance was simply that the Tracy City Charter says that it takes a 4/5 vote, 4/5 vote to oust, to interrupt the tenure of the city attorney. Okay? And you would say, where is that? And I would tell you that it is right here. That's her attorney profile. I copy that. And then I go back here to paste where that is. There, I believe, should do it. I'm not mistaken. That did not. Or as Maxwell Smart might say, I missed it by that much. It is here. Try to line this up. Get the attorney profile out of the way. It's funny because when this is done this way, excuse me for a second. And there. Okay. Right here. Here's the ordinances. I'm going to enlarge this. Zoom in. And then zoom in again. All right. I'm thinking hide that. There we go. That's better. Let me zoom in just twice more so that you can see it. In. And again. This serves, tells you the usual. Office and appointment of the city attorney. This is for Tracy, California. You can see it right up here. Code and ordinances. Okay. Nothing wants to quite move today. There, see? All right. Now I have to go back. But it won't go up. That's the kind of day it's been, folks. At any rate. I can go down. And what I want you to see is right here. It reads this. Removal of the city attorney shall be only by a 4/5 vote of the members of the council. That's what that says. That's the ordinance, okay? Ordinance, and it gives the ordinance number. See that? So let's go and check on that by more. Ordinance. This is the ordinance. 1295, an ordinance of the city of Tracy amending section 2.08.080 of chapter 2.08 of and adding chapter 2.10 to title 2, quote, administration, unquote, of the city of the Tracy Municipal Code regarding tenure of the city manager and the city attorney. And then it goes through the whereases and discusses the city manager and city council. And then it reads, this is the particular whereas that's of paramount importance for what we're talking about. The city council has undertaken a review of the term of office and removal of the city manager and the city attorney and desires to establish a requirement of a 4/5 vote of the city council for the removal of the city manager or the city attorney and Whereas it is proposed to add Chapter 2.10 to Title 2, entitled Administration of the Tracy Municipal Code, to include provisions regarding the appointment and removal of the city attorney to accomplish the request of the city council. The city council of the city of Tracy does ordain as follows. Section 1, amended section. Section 2.08.080 of Chapter 2.08 of Title 2 of the Tracy Municipal Code is hereby amended to read as follows. This is now the new and current 2.08.080, tenure of the city manager, which we know we see, but then city attorney is Chapter 2.10, office and appointment. And then it reads that removal of the city attorney shall be only by a 4/5 vote of the members of the council. And then it goes into the standard sections are required regarding provision of the ordinance that is invalid or unconstitutional. Such decision shall not affect the validity of the remaining portions of the ordinance or any part thereof. And this is basic language, okay? It was voted unanimously, signed by the mayor then, Robert Rickman. This is August 2020. All right. So the bottom line is that regardless of what the state bar says, Ms. Patel is still the city attorney and was the city attorney even though her license was invalid. Now, as to why her license was invalid, it was noted that she just simply let it lapse. She didn't take care of her business, which calls into question how she may not be taking care of the city of Tracy's business well, but not necessarily. There are some people who are quite better at taking care of the business of other people than taking care of themselves. She may very well be that person. Indeed, this points to the possibility that she is. But there you are, folks. There's the story. Okay. That Ms. Bijal Patel was always city attorney, even though the bar says she can't practice, which is a bad look. She was still practicing. It is now declared active, her license, and yet she was never removed from Tracy City Council. Okay. Subscribe to Zenny62 and bookmark oaklandnewsnowblog.com, and especially bookmark zenny.report.com, for which there will be a written update. This video will be inserted within it. Thank you.